everyone, welcome to K&C Crafts. Today I thought I'd try making a wreath. I don't make a lot of wreaths unless you count grapevine wreaths, which I used to help my dad and mom make when I was younger, a teenager. This one I'm using a form I got from the Dollar General Store and some rope that I got from our local bin store. I have a bunch of these that was just in a pack, and so I'm going to try and make a Halloween wreath. But this rope has some green sections in the center of it between each pom-pom, and for several pieces that I've got here I've cut them off so that they're not there, to make it easier to make the wreath without that being in the way. To do that, I just took a X-Acto knife and put it in the thing and took it right off. So I did that to several of them. My daughter helped with some of them, and I thought I'd let you watch me as I try to figure out how to do this. But I'm just going to do what I think will work and hope for the best. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie this to the wreath. Knot it a couple times, and once I do that, I'm going to slide a couple of the pom-poms over there. Then I'm going to take needle and yarn. You could probably use thread if you wanted to, but I'm going to work with yarn. And after that first section, I'm going to go ahead and tie the yarn around the string and the form. I previously tried just wrapping the rope around the form, but it was just too rough on the rope itself. Part of the pom-poms started to tear, and I thought maybe this would be a good way of doing it, so we're going to try that. Okay. So then I'm going to scoot down some more of the poofs. Put this needle through to the back so that the yarn stays in the back. I'm just going to, on the back where the yarn is I'm going to stick the needle underneath the yarn and just make a small knot. And then once we scoot some more poofs down, we'll take the needle around again and stick it through itself and pull it tight to make another small knot. I think for this section I may go back over here and tie another knot just to give that extra structure there. Okay. Okay. Pull a couple more over there toward the knots. our yarn over. And stick it through there. Pull it tight. And let's get this on this side. Okay. And I will just keep going around doing this. Pushing over a few at a time, 2 or 3. And then bring the yarn around, slide the needle back through, and pull that to make another knot. Let's see how it's looking on the front. So far, I may have to tighten this first one back up when I come back around. But it's looking okay so far. Okay. Make sure it's around that thread. Okay. Okay guys, I'm going to stop the video for now and continue doing this around. I will come back on. I just don't want to make y'all sit there through the whole process of doing the same thing over and over again, so I'll be back in a minute. Since I was at the end of my rope, I thought I would stop for a second and video the ending off and tying on a new piece. So I'm just going to do the same thing with this that I did with the yarn and tie it around it, making a knot, and then I'm going to take and just knot it to the yarn. And cut it off. And then I'm going to take the next one and I'm also going to tie it around the wreath form and make sure it's tight. And I'll go ahead and tie that to the yarn too. I'll cut off that short end. And then I will just continue with the process of getting a few down. And since we're at the beginning of the circle, I'll squeeze that tight for a second. And then take and wrap the yarn around for the incorporate and knot it. I'm going to do that again just to secure it. And then, where this first one was kind of loose, I'm going to go ahead and go over to it. And I'm going to go ahead and knot that also. Just see if that'll make that a little bit tighter there. Now that I have that all tied off, I'm going to make sure that this is back through on the front. Then I'm going to pull the string up to the second level. And I'm going to go ahead and put the needle through at an angle, and I'm going to knot that in place. And then I'm going to go ahead and knot it a second time to hold it securely. And then I'm going to go ahead and start the process of pushing down a couple. And tying it. You want to pull both strings to make sure that they are both tight. Let's get some more down. And continue with the process. Pushing and tying. Okay, I will do the rest of this round and come back. Okay guys, so this is what the wreath looks like so far. with only 2 rounds done in. So far we've used 5 ropes, and I'm fixing to add the next one. So I'm going to go ahead and take the yarn up through here and knot it so that it's up there on that 3rd level. And then I'm going to take this through the bottom so that the rope is on the front. And I'm going to take and knot it around the form. And then I'm going to knot it to the yarn. A couple times just for extra security there. And then I'm going to continue with the process of bringing a few down. And then knotting it. Pull both strings, your yarn and your string for the rope, to make sure it's tight. And then bring the next few pom-poms down and continue on. And then I will stop the video for now so you don't have to sit through that, and then I will come back in just a few minutes. Okay guys, so I've gotten to the end of my yarn here. I'm going to go under the wire and back up and through itself again just for an extra knot. And then I'm going to pull the needle off, and I'm going to tie the yarn back to the string again and cut off the excess yarn. And then I will thread my needle with another piece of yarn. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the wire, and I'm just going to take and knot it a couple times and then tie it around the thread. Cut that little piece off and make sure my needle is back around where it needs to be. So then I will continue with the pushing of the pom-poms and the knotting of the yarn, and I will be back when I get done with this 3rd round. Okay guys, this is what we have after 3 rounds. I have attached the next rope, number 8, and we are about to start on the last round on the wreath form. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just pull that string up here and knot the yarn around it to hold it in place. And then I'm going to go ahead and start pushing the pom-poms toward the knot and continue with the process. So I'm going to pause the video here and continue on, and I will come back when we get to the end. Okay guys, I am at the end of the 4th round, and I am literally at the end of my last pom-pom. There was about 3 pom-poms left at the end that I've cut off. And I'm just going to finish this up. It did take about 10 ropes to finish the front side of the wreath. The perfectionist in me would love to have filled in the back side also, just to make it extra floofy and to have the option of the 2 sides. Maybe I'll add something later on, I don't know. But I'm just knotting it here to finish it off and turn it over, and this is what we've got. So it actually turned out a lot better than I thought it would. Next, I'll be trying to come up with some ideas to go on it for Halloween. But overall, I'm quite satisfied with this. I like how fluffy it looks. One wreath made from a wreath form from the dollar store, and a pack of orange pom pom ropes from the bin store. Pretty cheap. Pretty easy to make, just took a little while. That's all I have for now. Thanks for watching, and if you like the video, click on that like button and subscribe to our channel. Thanks again. Hope y'all have a blessed day.